Wow, this is the first time I'm hearing something like this, where, within a space of time, one person and equal to 5 persons move through just one place. This is amazing. Once you have the knowledge of how to do something, you now have the right to share it however you want it, Hello, how are you doing today? My name is Dr. Linda Iheme, and specifically today we'll be talking about family relocations. What are the secrets? Who has done it? What do you need to know? So, to buttress more of this point, I will be interviewing Mr. Uche. Mr. Uche recently relocated abroad with his family, and today we'll be hearing a lot of the back end story, and of course the advice he has for people who are married or about to get married who want to relocate. Who is excited? Before I do that, I want to introduce myself to you in case I still need an introduction where you are, huh? My name is Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates, meaning anyone who has finished undergraduate studies, whether you're working class or working class or you're running your own business, provided you're an adult who has minimum of BSc or HND qualifications. These are the people we work with. So we train graduates on how to secure admission, scholarship, study loan, anything that you need to do to be able to successfully relocate abroad through the study abroad route. Sometimes some people mistaking this to be that, is it all about study? No, it's just that for you, there are many ways to relocate to a new country, right? And study abroad is the fastest, easiest, and surest way to relocate abroad in this century. How are you doing? I'm doing okay.
I'm fine. I'm fine, thank you.
Have you started working?
Sure. Yeah, I've started working, and they are rushing us with lectures. So many things to do.
That's amazing. One thing I know is that most times, right, once people come, provided they want to work, and I always advise people who relocate to a new country to work, because it's the easiest way to get to know the system. And most times before you even work, you are put through training, right, where you know exactly how the organization works, how to treat the clients of the organization and all that. And a lot of these trainings are not the same with the training you are going to get in school. So when you start working somewhere, the training, the interaction with co-workers and everything helps you to get in-depth knowledge about the new culture of the people and the country where you are. So I definitely advise people to work, whether they have the money or whether they need the money or they don't need it, even if it's just for a while.
Just get engaged, yes.
Yes.
When I had your master's class, I was in Cyprus. Yeah. So and I got to know you through my wife, and so she's one of these persuasive kind of people. She insisted I should do this. I said I don't need them, but along the line, that's one of the, at least it paved a way for me to know everything that was going on, the I was doing until I get here. So because I've had an in-depth knowledge already. So
yeah. Another thing I picked from what you said is that you were in Cyprus already when you started this process. That's an essential thing to mention, because sometimes I get messages from people that are not currently in their home country. Specifically, people in Cyprus, people in South Africa, people in Malaysia. These are countries that some people may go to initially, and maybe they want to migrate to a higher income country. So yes, they will keep asking me do they need to first return to their home country before they start the study abroad process? So it may be you that have gone through the process. Tell us, did you have to do that, or you process this from where you are, where you were?
Yeah, actually, I did all the processes in Nigeria, but
Okay.
I introduced a friend who also, in fact, two friends who also did the same thing with my guidance, and they came from Cyprus and they are here with me. They did everything in Cyprus. Yes.
Wow. Okay. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. 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 Friends. You
Thank you.
this is the beauty of knowledge. This is the beauty of knowledge. This is the beauty of
Yeah.
knowledge, because once you have it, nobody can take it away from you. Once you have the knowledge of how to do something, you now have the right to share it however you want it. Like you can tell
That's
somebody
just
what to do. You can help a friend. You can help a cousin, a nephew. You can help as many people as you want. So from what I
it.
heard from you is that you did yours in Nigeria, but your friends did from Cyprus. Meaning, whether you want to return to your home country to process it, or you want to process it from where you are, that is your choice to make. Not that the
Yeah,
process imposes it on you.
it's a choice. The necessary thing is if the country of your residence has UK embassy, so long as they have it, you can do it. And all you need to do is come from there. And even if you're like one of my friends, the spouse came from Nigeria and he came from Cyprus. So it depends on how you want to do it. It's easy. Or the major thing is to get the right things done. So he completed in Cyprus. He submitted every document because everything was done online and was submitted in Cyprus, both the wife's own. But her location was different from his own location. So it's obvious that the address is specifically, stated. But sometimes I won't really advise that because it delayed his visa, because they had to scrutinize to be sure why both of them are having different address and they are married. So, yes.
Okay,
So,
this is
but
for the one that he is in Cyprus and the wife is in Nigeria.
in
This is
Nigeria,
the one you are talking
yes,
about. Okay,
yes.
okay. What for the one that was the second person? Is the person married to?
No, he's
Like
not
I
married,
mean,
but he was.
okay, okay.
Yeah, it was in Cyprus, yes. But we came the same month. We were here September. He was here September 20th, and I was here September 14th.
Oh God, oh God. Congratulations to you and your
Thank you.
crew. You know, that's good. That's amazing. That's amazing. And look at what
Thank
you
you.
said. Look at what you said. Like you, because I'm sure they're your friends and they're people that think alike like you. You carry
Yeah,
them along
exactly.
because
Yes.
you said you came 14th, the same month 20th or so they came. That's like 6 days interval, less than a week interval. You and your friends are right.
Yeah,
Oh God, this is
yeah.
amazing. Oh, I can imagine
You
what
know,
the meeting will look like.
like the word you said, thinking alike. Especially when people believe in you. Like at first they just believed me, not like they thought it would work. But I told them this is with the knowledge I have. Let's try it if you're interested. So you make up your mind. So and they did. The major thing is to have every necessary things you like documents and then the finance. That's just it.
Congratulations. This is like
Thank you
triple
very
congratulations. Triple congratulations. Congratulations for you. At least 5 because you went with your wife, your friend went with his wife, then there's a third friend. Oh my
It's
God.
okay. Yeah, we're five people,
This
exactly.
is
That's it.
5.
You even made me to realize that I've not thought it that way.
Wow, this is the first time I'm hearing something like this, where within a space of time, one person and equal to 5 persons move through just one person.
Yeah.
This is amazing. What made you choose to relocate with family? By the way, let's start from there.
It's a long story. If I should start talking about that, we
Give
all
us
know what Nigeria
the
looks
brief.
like.
Give us the brief.
Yeah, actually, I relocated to Cyprus for a greener pasture, and when I got there, I found out it's not really a place one can stay with the family, and I was already married before I went there.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, what is the next thing to do? And then my wife popped up with information about you.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were considering Canada, and though we ran the two at first, Canada was a little bit tedious. So when I
Mm-hmm.
now found out that, both with the knowledge I had from you, I noticed that it's easier with UK. I said, okay, it's better I invest where I know I can get at least 70 to 80% or even more chance of
Mm-hmm.
success.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Mm-hmm.
then lucky enough, they had the course I was interested in. So I
Mm-hmm.
had to get into that. And meanwhile, the reason why I had to, relocate to this place is I'm just kind of person that is I'm very interested in living my dreams, like achieving
Wow.
my goals. And
Mm.
sincerely speaking, I don't know who may find this wrong, but
Sure.
Nigeria is not a place I can do that. It's not a
Mm.
place I can achieve that. So
Mm.
I had to do all I can. It wasn't easy anyway, but when I'm here now, everybody will be like, but it wasn't easy, but it's something that's achievable.
I get
It has to
it's
do
not
with,
a walk in the park. There's a lot of
yeah,
small processes that you have to do, and you have
yeah,
to be determined to really
yeah.
achieve it. Mm. Mm.
So that's just it. And I don't have this intention of living abroad and my wife is somewhere else. I'm not that
Mm.
kind of man. So,
Mm-hmm.
and since I can't bring her, I had the paper to bring her in Cyprus, but it won't be comfortable. It won't be easy for me. So I had
Mm.
to find a place I can, be able to carry her along.
Wow.
So that's just it. So,
Wow.
and luckily we succeeded.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to your wife as well, because from what you have mentioned, she's the one that
Yeah, she's the
calls your
angel.
attention to it. I would
Yeah.
say this, that especially for the sake of anybody that is watching us now, sometimes women can be criticized for watching Telemundo, watching, being on Instagram all the time, being on Facebook all the time. If more women use that opportunity to find information on that Facebook where they are, on that Instagram where they are, it can actually help the family. Then suddenly something that look as if it doesn't mean anything becomes something useful. So kudos to her too for being able to
Yeah,
sieve
sure.
out that
She will get
information.
it.
Yes.
She has been a
Sieve
source of
out.
inspiration, I must tell you. She
Oh,
is.
yeah.
She is.
So I understood that, okay, you wanted to relocate for based on the things you mentioned, and you wanted a place you can stay with a family, raise kids, and all that, right? A
Yeah.
conducive environment. But
Yes,
what made you
exactly.
choose study abroad as the route? Because I'm sure there are different other routes. Somebody may even have told you, you can get work here, we'll do paper for you, or you can do Canada Express entry. What made you choose study abroad as the route for you to use?
Yeah, sincerely speaking, it's I had all those things you just mentioned, but I'm a kind of person I love academics. And I believe
Nice.
I can make the headway from academics, you understand? I
Mm.
ever had the intention to go back to Nigeria and become a lecturer, but with the condition of the country now, I don't think I can do that anymore. But let's just be watching. So I actually wanted to achieve a master's degree in health related field. So
Mhm.
I can be able to, even if any day I think I don't want to stay abroad, I can relocate to anywhere, even home, and still do
Mm.
something. Be relevant
Mm.
to yourself and not like looking for a job anymore. That kind of
Mm.
a thing.
Mhm.
So
Wow.
that is my
So
motivation.
yeah, what I hear from you is that the study abroad pathway kind of have an extra advantage where it's like you are relocating, yes, but you're also getting a degree that is going to make you relevant to yourself, career progression.
Yeah.
Even if you are getting a job after the education, more job, better than where you were. So
Yes,
I see.
exactly.
I see. Career
Exactly.
growth in addition to the relocation, not just relocation only.
Exactly.
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 That's amazing. That's amazing because really that's another advantage of study abroad route as an immigration route, because in it
Yeah.
comes other things. Even employers value people who have gone through the academic system
Exactly.
of the country or any other high income country, because the education system is comparable. Like if you studied in UK or studied in Canada or studied in US, the education system will be considered to be comparable, you know. So even if you are like, once you study in any of these countries, getting job in that country and any other high income country is way easier in terms of, and when I mean getting job, normally there are jobs, you know. Abroad there are jobs, so what people look for is
They are
better
just,
job. You
yeah,
just
better
look for
job.
better
You
job, whether,
understand?
yes, from what you are doing now to maybe manager of a place to, you know, researcher or
Exactly.
something, head
Exactly.
held somewhere, like career progress, not just working. If it's as per working and eating and being alive, even a primary school person can get a job abroad, right? But when you come
Exactly.
to being a leader, you know, being an expatriate, I mean, the way I think about it is, people may tell you they want to come abroad no matter what, but the truth is that when they arrive abroad, they also always want something more. So anybody who is knowledgeable and in their current country can never really wish to travel abroad just to come and be packing snow. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
you want to be able to grow where you are, be somebody,
Yeah.
be somebody of high status and everything.
So, but if for you to specialize in an area you are interested in and grow yourself, then you just need to get into study. If you don't get a degree, it will be difficult for you. You just be suffering all along.
True.
But, yeah.
True. So let me ask you, when, and this is important because I'm sure there are other people that maybe their wife or their husband saw it and have brought it to their notice and they're like, I don't know if I should take action or whatever. But what convinced you when she brought this information to you? What convinced you to go with us?
The truth is, I don't get interested in things anyhow. So, but my wife is a kind of a needle in my neck. So whenever she pinch me, I just have to. So when she brought it, she sent it to me. I didn't even bother for weeks. So later, when she continued to insist and insist, she sent me your page. I went through it. Even your, I think that was Facebook first. So I went through it. I was like, wow, at least this person could get something. Few weeks later, she insisted. I was like, make I just do one for you.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
It helped me, sincerely speaking. I can't lie. That's the source of, there are some things, the good thing about it is, like, if I don't have most of those knowledge, I have to make advanced research. But when you have 50 to 60 or 70% of the information with you, it makes the research easier. You know how to channel your research. So that is what it is. That's what it is.
Nice.
So probably if I would have achieved it in 1 month, for example, if I don't have the knowledge, with the knowledge, I achieved it within a week or two.
I get your point. It makes things faster because you are not just going to misplace online. You know where to search. If you have questions, you know who to ask.
Yes, and again, there are some things you hear. You don't need to listen to rumor again because the information you understand all those rumor, do this, do the other one, and all stuff. Now you have knowledge, you have the answers already. You don't need to start asking. And there are some things some people will tell you can't just embrace it or be scared. You know already you have the answer or how to get the answer.
This is very important. I'm writing it down because we'll have to dig further into this, which is what one is, how knowledge empowers you so that because when you're on this journey and Mr. A or Mr. B hears it, they're going to tell you all the scary things. They did not keep visa like this. They do this. They do this. And you reach airport, they will push you back. Like, and this person that is saying this thing, airport they've not gone to before, travel they've not done before, visa they don't have. So where exactly did they get their information?
Did they get the information? That's the problem.
Hearsay. Do you understand? Because they themselves have not gone through the process. So how come they know how many people got visa denial last week? I used to wonder, like, the person you are talking, do they work at the embassy?
I wonder.
So the thing is fear. That fear, like, somebody tells this person is not here, he will tell this one. In fact, most times the source of the information, what the source of the information said versus what the 10th person on in that line of hearing is saying, they are two different things. And some people, when they don't have the knowledge, what happens is that they will become afraid.
That is the problem. It can easily make you to sleep out.
Yes, some people will quit their dreams because of fear.
So long as you've grown of age to take a decision, you know what you want. All you need is to work for it. Just work for it. You don't need anybody to advise. Don't listen to hearsay. Don't always depend on, especially an information that is not from the horse's mouth. Get it straight from where it is. So when you are making your decision, you know that even if you fail, you beat your chest and say, I have tried. But don't pray you are going to fail. Anyway.
I get your point. What I want to ask you is something I don't know. Yeah. What do you think will be, maybe let's just say, top 3 reasons why a man with family may hesitate to relocate abroad with their family? What do you think is going to be like the top reasons?
First of all, the major reason why a man wouldn't want to relocate with the family with experience, I'm speaking with experience now, is because I lived with so many guys in Cyprus. One, most of them will say if their wife come abroad, they are going to start living a life different from what they have in Nigeria. So I have a friend who said, my wife, she's a good woman, but I don't really trust her. If she comes here, she will turn to something else.
Okay.
You understand? So, and then secondly, I can even say most importantly, it depends on what you are doing abroad. Most men wouldn't want their family to know exactly what they are doing there. And that is when you are doing the wrong thing, like when you are hustling the wrong way. So they live that life there and then come back home to live a different life altogether. So they wouldn't want them to understand or to get associated with what they are doing out there. That's another thing I saw and I noticed. Exactly. So other things are maybe, men and their life. We always want to be single abroad. That's the truth. Most guys just want to be free abroad. Like when I was in Cyprus, if you are the kind of person that lives wayward life or extravagant life or luxurious kind of life, you can't do that in the presence of your wife. It's not possible. It doesn't work. So I saw all that over there. And then, but when you are living with your wife, especially when you are responsible, you have to be cultured to live up to expectation. So especially when she's a wife who is also responsible and yes, let your conscience always prick you. If I am that kind of a person, I left my wife for 2 years, and she's this kind that she's afraid, like every woman will, but her case is something else. So,
yeah, that's true. A lot of, even if they don't say it inside their mind, you like,
yes, but she sacrificed. I don't know how to explain it, but I must tell you, that I have to travel. It was because she gave me the consent, not because I have the finance or I had everything. I almost changed my idea to travel when I married. I had the intention even before I married her, but she was like, I don't want to live in a distance and my husband in a distance. So, but I told her, are we going to continue living like this? 40,000 naira every month. Is that how we're going to survive? But she was like, we need to do something. And we started cooking. And one day as I was shocked, she woke up and said, you can go ahead with your dream. Understand? So, and now how do you expect me when I get there, I forget that kind of a woman? Even if I had any issue, even if I had any reasons to do that, That would be wicked of me. So there, I know of people who even married, wedded, but things still happen.
Things still
So,
happen,
but
abi?
yeah, it's just an individual kind of thing. If
Yeah.
just know what you want and go for it. If you get this woman and even before you marry, you guys are, you know, you can do things together. You understand each other. You have this drive, that's heading the same way. Keep on, even if you think maybe, because sometimes some men will be like, did I make a mistake? It's like I made a mistake. You didn't make any mistake. It's just the devil walking in your head. Yeah. That thing you saw before you traveled is still there. You just need to go back and fix them. That's just it. And immediately you start having problem in marriage, especially when you are a traveler. Sorry, no peace. No peace. Yeah. Because the second one will not be good. The third one will not, even the 100th one will not be good. So that's just it.
What's your advice for? Let's direct the advice today to married men or people like men that are trying to get married now, who probably also have that relocation abroad dream that you had. Like, what would be your advice to that person?
Sincerely speaking, it would be the best thing that can happen to a man to live anywhere with the family. But the first assignment is make sure that the marriage or the relationship you're going into is what suits what you intend doing in the future, like achieving in the future. You guys can work together. I want even if, like I told you, my wife never wanted me traveling, but at the end, she keyed in. You understand? So make sure she's that, or you are that person who can understand each other. It's the best thing. The worst thing that can happen to a man is leaving your wife somewhere else and you're living somewhere else. Especially when you are not coming back in 1 week or in 3 weeks. It's not. So I will advise, plan yourself very well. Get married to someone who will understand. You guys should talk about it, understand each other, so that it's not maybe after the marriage and voila, go come out. So it's best you plan it, arrange it, and then you forge ahead with it. If you want to stay in Nigeria, stay there with her. If you want to travel out, take her along. You understand? You guys should battle it together. All that matters is understanding.
Yeah. Wow. So what if, like, some people ask this question, and I'm saying that because I've had that situation. Like, you see, of course, if you want to travel with your wife, it comes with advantages and disadvantages. Let me explain. One of the disadvantages is that even if somebody is getting scholarship, it's not going to cover your spouse or the children that you have. Scholarship is not going to cover it. Meaning, if you are relocating with family, you always need money. Even if you're on scholarship, you always need money, right? So I've seen people that will say, okay, maybe it could be a lady, it could be a man. They will say, I got, maybe like funding for themselves is already covered, but if they have to go with their spouse, the fund will not be enough, meaning both of them will be denied visa. But if one person wants to go and then the other will come later, then because of all the things we've talked about in the last few minutes, either the lady or the man will not say, no, if we're not going together, let everything squash. Like, I'm not even expecting you to say anything in a particular direction, but in your own opinion, how can people with this kind of problem solve it? Like, what do you advise them to do?
Yeah, although my case is a little bit different, it's like we got the visas together, but I traveled first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I had to come fix things. So we don't all of us know go to move around now.
That's so cool. Oh my God. Yeah. That's such a great guy.
So I had to come after I think 5 weeks later, she had to come. But that is the best thing to do, to save yourself the stress and the finance. That's it's still pitch on what I said earlier. If you guys have agreed on the necessary thing, know exactly what to do. If you are the one who had the opportunity, if you are the man, then arrange yourself to make sure that she will join you later. Even if it is 6 months, 1 year, I can even, for me, I can sacrifice 2 years so long as I'm coming with, I will come with you later. But make sure the plan is there. If it is not there, I don't think it's wise to start. For me, I don't think it's wise to start. So the best thing is make sure she's in line immediately or after. That's the best thing to do.
Okay. So you are saying like whether they are going at the same time or somebody is going first and the other one is coming after. But the thing is, overall, there should be a plan as to how the couple are going to reunite and live their dream there.
In the end, yes.
Nice.
And here, I don't want to exaggerate, but you can, if you can cover after your tuition, if you can finish paying your tuition, you can make enough money to bring in your wife. For example, if like I'm doing a year course here, so after a year, because of 20 hours, because we have to keep to the 20 hours. Aside that, your wife can even come after 6 months. You can work the money out from there. So, but because of the 20 hours, you just need to manage and finish your school first. Then after that, if you work for 3 months to 6 months, you can gather enough money to make papers for her, process her papers to join you. For UK, I'm talking about you.
Yes.
UK.
Yes.
But make sure your documentation started with her.
Yes. For example, you have to feel that you are married when you are feeling. So people say, should I feel that I'm single and then later I start? No. You can't exclude them at the application stage and hope to bring them later.
If you do that, it will be difficult for you. And in fact, it may end up not working. Because UK and their kind of pattern and get as it be. So sometimes you need to set this record straight. Even in your application, you also have to, even if you are not really married to the person, mention that you guys are in one relationship or the other, and the name of that person should be keyed in as someone who may probably come to see you in the future. And the relationship that is attached. Yes.
Exactly.
So if you don't mention that, my dear, it's difficult for any other person to, unless you are balanced and you have papers, then you can invite.
Yes.
And which, how many years will it take you to do that? So.
Very brilliant idea. I love what you said. Like, let's say somebody is in a relationship. You can say, for example, this person is your fiance or fiancé, and put the name there. Yes, so he's not married, but you put the name. So tomorrow when you say, oh, he or she is coming to visit, or we not did our wedding, so time the person is coming. Oh wow, nice idea. Thank you so much. Somebody was asking in the comment section that what country are you in now? I think we didn't clarify that at the beginning.
Oh, sorry. I'm in UK. I study in Hertfordshire University. I'm doing MBA in healthcare.
Whoa. Congratulations.
And I'm in Hertfordshire, like Herts. My campus is the Havilland, and it's just 25 minutes away from London.
Whoa. See your tongue, Sam. Your tongue has changed, though.
We don't blend now.
I'm just looking at you with corner eyes as you're speaking like that. Wow, thank you. It has been an amazing conversation with so much insight. Thank you for all the things you shared. Thank you for sharing the knowledge with your friends and them also taking action. So wishing you the best. Let me use this opportunity to give a special shout out to his wife, for Mr. Uche's wife. Sorry, I didn't get your name, but congratulations. This is your own victory too. And some people, they will not have the opportunity, or they will not be able to convince their spouse to take action, but you're a very good example of someone who saw an information, went ahead, convinced your spouse, and now it has blessed you both. It has blessed your friends, and and all that. So wishing you the best. And to all the ladies watching, Mr. Uche gave advice to the men. So let me talk to the ladies. As to all the ladies watching, you heard from the, you heard at least from one man some of the reasons men may be wary of, trying to support relocation. And he mentioned, especially maybe people being afraid that their wife may may spoil when they travel. So the whole point too is, if your man is having cold feet towards relocation, maybe dig a little further, try to reassure them that, hey, we're going to do this, it's going to be beneficial to us, right? Try to reassure them, try to be persistent. Some people, they will start, somebody will say no, then they will just quit. That's not how you get the things you get done, right? So the most important thing is be persistent, reassure the person, because even though we're going to say the person is afraid, but there's probably a reason why they're afraid, right? So if you're able to, it's like somebody may be afraid and not wanting to say something about it. So if you're able to come clear and say, hey, I know some men have this fear that their wife will be this, don't worry, we are here living peacefully. We're going to live peacefully abroad too, So if you can reassure the person that, this is going to work, it's going to be easy for you to convince your spouse. Of course, definitely, I really advise that you speak with your spouse and you are in agreement, because this study abroad journey, relocation journey, is not, how do I put it? It's not a walk in the park. Even sometimes you'll be emotionally drained. It will be helpful if your partner is supportive. Like, you have so many troubles to go through. It's helpful, whether you're a man or a woman, it is helpful when your spouse is also supportive of the relocation. After all, it's going to benefit both of you and your kids, right? So generally, if you're a married person, male or female, and you want to relocate abroad, I want you to know that it's possible. It's extremely possible. If you can imagine, Mr. Uche talked about himself and his spouse, his friend, and the wife, and another friend, 5 people. So by now you already know it is possible. So don't drag your feet. All right, take action. And for people who don't know about us, again, my name is Dr. Linda. I'm educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we help graduates and show them how to secure admission, scholarship, study loan, and any other thing they need to successfully relocate abroad. Also, we're saying that study abroad is the fastest, easiest, and surest way for you to relocate abroad. And of course, you can relocate with your spouse. You can relocate with your children. It is very, very, very possible. And I'm going to say, if you have not attended our webinar and you're looking at relocating abroad, you're looking at studying abroad, please go to our website on www.vantagemigration.ca. www.vantagemigration.ca. Then you're going to be able to, attend our free webinar, or you can check the description of this video for the webinar link. All right. Wishing you all the best this week as you go about doing all the things that you love.